So 2024 just ended, and it turned out to be a hell of a year. This is what I got into. In January, I was reviewing the Rush Hour films on my series Avid on Video, and I became inspired to plan out a vacation trip to Las Vegas for my 35th birthday. All of which was based around me seeing Chris Tucker do stand-up comedy at the Wynn. And I made sure to make the most of my time in Vegas, as I managed to see an NHL game between the New York Rangers and the Vegas Golden Knights at T-Mobile Arena, and I also snagged some front row tickets to see Penn and Teller at the Rio. Vegas was a blast, and I can't wait to go back there in March of 2025 with Pone Star Gaming and a few other of my friends. Right after I got back from my 35th birthday trip, my job called me to let me know that the bums at the golf course are not renewing my contract for the year, therefore making me unemployed. Best birthday present ever. Do me a favor, leave some negative feedback about those a-holes on Google for me. In February, I finally got the opportunity to go to Radio City Music Hall in New York City, where I saw the Lord of the Rings Symphony do the score for the Two Towers. It was amazing. Basically, we watched a musicless movie, and the performers played the movie's score live on stage for us. It was absolutely mind-blowing, and I am definitely seeing Return of the King when it comes back in February 2025. In that same weekend, I got to hang out with one of my favorite YouTubers at one of the most bizarre wrestling events that I have ever been to.
Gosh! Oh, all right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Make good play. Make good play.
It was nice to see Tony get manhandled, though. In March of 2024, I went to go see Between the Buried and Me do the Colors tour at Webster Hall in New York City. However, it was a 2-day event. I only went to see them play Colors 1 on the first night. I had no interest of seeing them play Colors 2 the following night. It's not really my favorite album yet, but maybe it'll grow on me over time. After 3 years of requesting a trial for a speeding ticket that I got, they finally gave me a court date just to tell me that they're dropping it. Time well spent. Also in March, I starred and directed my 6th charity stream fundraiser for the Erica Legacy, which brought in over $1,500 in donations. And finally, I went to go see the Ghostbuster Firehouse in Tribeca for the first time ever. The firehouse was decked out in fake snow and frost for the launch of their newest film, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I still need to sit down and watch that movie. I didn't actually have time to see it in theaters, so who knows? It could suck, it could be good. In April, I finally had the opportunity to check out Connecticut's GamerCon over at the Mohegan Sun. And boy, was this a subpar convention compared to the others that I've worked at or attended. The saving grace that CT GamerCon had was its guest list. I mainly went to get the signatures of Ned Luke and Sean Solo Fontano, which I did secure, therefore completing my cover art trio of the main characters of GTA 5. I even managed to get Danny Tamborelli at one point, who played Jimmy, Michael's son, at a convention a few years prior than this. Yeah, check it out, man. Stephen Ogg, Ned Luke, and Sean Solo Fontano, all on the same cover. Beautiful. Ned Luke even signed the back as well. But over here is Danny Tamborelli. One thing amazing about CT GamerCon was the intimately small panel room. I managed to film all of the GTA 5 panel, which it is posted on my YouTube if you ever want to check it out.
Pass the word that we're here.
You guys don't know they're here. Come on.
Hey, what are y'all doing back there? Hey, what are you guys doing?
I also got the entire David Hayter panel too, which was actually a Twitch VOD that I uploaded to my YouTube. But that's also posted on my YouTube if you want to check that out as well. And you can truly see how small the panel room was in that video. This convention was actually the first event where I used my gimbal, the DJI Osmo 6, which is quite reliable in short periods of time, and it really makes a difference for stability when you're walking around convention doing videos. Unfortunately, around this time of the year, I was searching desperately for a job every night, applying between like 20 and 30 of the jobs online. Each time I logged on Twitch, we made a whole nightly joke out of it. Every day we'd just log on, apply to more jobs, just to get no phone calls back. 2024 was not a great year to get hired. And a solar eclipse happened in this month, and everyone lost their minds over it. I watched it, and it was very lackluster. The only reason I should ever be looking up is if it's day 3 and the damn moon's about to crash into the world. And in the wrestling world, we saw the most overrated wrestler come back to WWE and win it all. Pretty good build-up though. But all that nonsense with The Rock, ugh. In May, I finally got a part-time job as a coffee bitch. A job in which they never actually trained me in how to make the coffee. Weird, right? The store was run by a little girl who had the lowest of IQs of anyone that I've ever met in retail, but I stomached it and I drank all the free coffee every chance I got. Later this month, I did begin pre-production on my next charity stream fundraiser titled The Golden-Eyed Boss, which was an Ultima Online story inspired by the James Bond flick GoldenEye. Now, June was an amazing month as it started out with me seeing the Sonic Symphony at the Palace Theater in New York City. As a lifelong Sonic fan, this had to be one of the best experiences ever. The music, the performers, the fans, the merch, and even the accompanying video we watched while they were performing, it was all simply perfect. The only thing that I would have changed is the venue. I would have much rather gone to Radio City than all the way uptown to the Palace Theater. And they should have stocked the merch better for this event.
All right, boys. So this is the back of the merch line. It wraps all the way around the whole theater.
Everything was sold out by the time I got there. I got a call back from the college I applied to during this month, and I secured a job as a low-level maintenance laborer, which is proving to be an awesome job so far. I went to see the Destroy Rebuild Until God Shows tour, which stopped in Brooklyn, New York City. I'm very glad I got to see this because the lead singer, Craig Owens, he reformed his old band, Chiodos, and I'm not sure if Drugs is going to be touring in 2025 or not, as I'm mainly seeing Chiodos bookings. Either way, I'm seeing Chiodos in April of next year in New York City. At the end of the month, I worked the Too Many Games convention out in Oaks, Pennsylvania, for the third year in a row, where I was working in the audio-video department where I had to set up, manage, and tear down several stages of varying sizes. There are 2 videos on my YouTube of that convention. One is a Twitch stream VOD, the other I made with offline footage as well that kind of shows how the convention was that year. In July, I quit my job as a coffee bitch at Starbucks with a legendary "I'll take that extra shift" with a side of no show and exit. Later this month, my Twitch friend Blacklisted hit me up, letting me know that he had an extra ticket to go see NoFX in Brooklyn. And this was the last tour that they were doing as a band, so you bet your ass I went down there and saw that show with him. Cool note, at TwitchCon 2023, we had a tour of the Punk Rock Museum in Vegas with Fat Mike from NoFX as our guide. So it was quite fitting to see him play, since I hadn't seen NoFX play since maybe 2005, 2006, like Warped Tour? Almost 20 years now. This month concluded with the debut of the Golden Eyed Boss, my 7th charity stream fundraiser for the Erica Legacy Foundation, which re-raised $2,000 for them.
Great Hoover. We about to have company.
Just take over. I need a little longer. Oh, fuck!
In your face, motherfucker. Now you will suffer the fatal Rebel Skate Park Redone Deluxe. Sir Poobert, you are fucking done as those. Enough, let's finish this quick. Fast.
You piece of shit, Rubo! You dirty cum dumpster skate park!
Your punches feel like the soft attacks of sheep. You're bad at PvP.
Around this time as well, I was approved to bring my improv group to TwitchCon 2024 to host an interactive panel there, where I instructed 40 to 50 participants on how to create a story from improv. It was an amazing experience, and I honestly can't wait to go back next year and try to do the same thing and just build a little bit off of it. Throughout the month of August, I worked pretty religiously learning the ins and outs of my new job, which at this point I have discovered is mostly just sitting around and, well, waiting for stuff to break. Real snooze fest. The King's Fair came to Ultima Online and I grinded harder than ever. Ended up placing 3rd in the drinking competition, a trophy that I've proudly sport in my 8x8 house on Penis Island. While watching Xbox's Gamescom coverage on Twitch, I not only won a code for the Black Ops 6 beta, but I also won a free month of Game Pass to play the game when it actually comes out. Not bad for just typing !enter into a Twitch chat one morning. In September, life started to get a little crazy. It all started out with the Silverstein Literary Cruise out of New York City. I got to get on the boat with my favorite band, a few hundred passionate fans, and enjoy an awesome set list as we took an old-timey steamboat river-looking kind of boat around the Statue of Liberty. I wish I bought a shirt from this event because it was absolutely one to remember. few weeks later, I hit the skies and ended up in sunny San Diego for TwitchCon, where I both hosted a panel and attended as a spectator. TwitchCon this year was simply amazing, as me and my fellow improv group members traveled around the city and surrounding beaches having a nonstop good time. I still have to make a video about my experience, so keep an eye out down the road for that. However, one of my favorite things that we did in San Diego was visit a temporary pop-up restaurant, Sonic Speed Cafe. First, the Sonic Symphony, and then his pop-up restaurant. All of this is leading up to the release of Sonic 3 come December.
right, bro, right here. What? That's like, welcome, man. Hey.
That's free.
A little bit, but not a lot. We're in that little bar.
Be sure to look for a special individual video about my visit here down the road as well. That video is on the docket. The turnout for my panel was amazing, as we had around like 80 to 100 people show up, and I got to work with 30 or 40 of them creating improv scenes. Chris Mack from the Erica Legacy Foundation hosted the panel and provided our participants and our spectators with a ton of free giveaways at the end. Everything was perfect, and I hope to do it again next year. While coasting off a crazy September, October rolled up and it was even more wild. First off, I finally had an acting gig. After taking a few years off to kind of get over the passing of someone, I ended up playing a small 10-minute role in an Edward Albee play. And I was terrible. But the experience did remind me that I still do have the talent and capability to continue acting when the time and role is right. New York Comic Con has been finally restored to its greatness in a post-COVID world. I have gone to New York Comic Con every year since 2011, well, almost every year. And this year, I rocked 2 recycled cosplays. On Friday, I was Brody from Mallrats, and I also had a photo op with Jason Mewes, Jason Lee, and Kevin Smith, which came out amazing. Oh man, I wish I had the chance to speak to Jason Lee more, but I know I'll run into him one day again down the road. I'm so glad he's doing conventions now.
Thank you so much.
Actually, no,
New York Comic Con 2024. Try the Chicken Big Mac.
Wrestling contest. Oh man, that would be so awesome if this video got ruined.
At the con, I was one of the first fans into the Red Dead Redemption 2 panel, which I filmed on my DJI Osmo 6. And the video of this panel turned out to be one of my greatest videos of all time on YouTube, as it allowed me to hit YouTube Partner within just 2 weeks of uploading it.
So when we started, we worked in a volume that was a single stage. And about halfway through, we moved to a different stage, massive main stage, and then this still massive side stage. And every day that I was there, I would watch Roger run from big stage in, look at a script, small stage, out, into the big stage, and there was no stopping. It was relentless, and I've never seen work ethic like that.
As of right now, the panel video stands at 115,000 views. At the time of recording this video, I'm excited to see actually how many it's going to amass. During this month as well, I managed to see 2 Broadway plays, Back to the Future and Sunset Boulevard, which both blew me away. I really like Back to the Future a bit more, though, than the other. Well, because Back to the Future had a giant car flying over the audience. Well, how could you not like that? And I ended the month with a Halloween concert where I went to Irving Plaza in New York City to see The Deer Hunter play while being dressed as the dude from The Big Lebowski. In November, I saw Adam Ray as Dr. Phil at the Beacon Theater in New York City. My front row seat came with a meet and greet after the show, and Adam actually agreed to do a cameo message for the charity that I raised money for, the Erica Legacy Foundation.
Let's see here, Dr. Phil here. Season's greetings, 'tis the season. I like 'tis the season. It's always a time when you go, I don't know what to say. This girl could be hitting on me, even though I'm divorced, but she smells fear. Maybe I'm recently married, but I'm looking to mix things up a little bit. Maybe get some extra avocado on my tuna salad sandwich from Subway. Don't cancel me, Jared.
Big shout out to Adam's assistant, Norm, for helping me make that video happen. Really appreciate it, man. The link is down below if you want to check it out. The comedy show fell on the same night as the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, and I feel like I made the right decision in going to see some comedy over that nonsensical fixed fight. And in November, America, including myself, spoke loud and clear on Election Day, which sparked some of the most patriotic feelings within myself that I've felt since maybe the aftermath of September 11th. Everyone was just so fed up and we were all kind of like on the same page. I couldn't be more proud to be an American at this time of my life, and I can't wait to see what the next 4 years bring. I saw The Great Gatsby on Broadway, and it felt like it was the millionth time that I heard that story retold. And I finished the month out with seeing an event starring a man who entertains me on YouTube with his sandwich creations. That's right, I saw Barry from Sandwiches of History. I traveled down to Brooklyn to see Barry and H. John Benjamin create sandwiches and give them a go. Be sure to check out his book, Sandwiches of History, the cookbook, available now on Amazon. Or you can see him live on tour and get one of his books signed in person. And finally, we come to December, the ultimate end of 2024. I started the month out by seeing my last Broadway play of the semester, The Play That Goes Wrong, and it was hysterical. My job allows me to take college classes for free, And the one college class I wanted to take this semester was one that literally just brings you to New York City, you see a Broadway play, and you write about it. If you ever get a chance in college, take a class like that. I kicked off my 6th annual holiday event, the One N Nation Christmas celebration, with a 24/7 Twitch stream of my Twitch mystery. Surprisingly, leaving my computer on for a month with my camera pointed at my tree went actually great. There was little to no problems. I raised an additional $265 for the Erica Legacy Foundation. And I managed to give out some awesome gifts to my Twitch viewers that I accumulated from my holiday shopping. I was invited and attended a Too Many Games Christmas party, which was held down at the Screenwave Media office building down in Pennsylvania. Despite the bad weather affecting my commute, this trip down to PA was awesome like usual. I got to see Blacklisted, I went to Wawa, had a good time. Unfortunately though, my annual IRL Twitch stream to New York City to see the tree and a bunch of vendors landed on a 14-degree weather day. But I did still see the Rockefeller Plaza tree, and I did go to the 42nd Bryant Park vendors, the Christmas shop there. That was a good time.
There we go, boys. We made it. 2024. Think of what year it was. Oh, it is cold.
I managed to order the special edition Sonic Reeboks in just under 18 seconds, which secured me a pair for my collection before they sold out. And speaking of Sonic, I managed to attend the fan premiere of Sonic 3 at the AMC in Danbury, Connecticut. The movie was amazing, but AMC dropped the ball on hosting this fan event thing, as the staff had no idea what they were doing. I made a whole video crapping on them, and you can find it down in the link below. And that's really mostly it for 2024 with me. Simply put, 2024 was amazing. It started out with a nasty situation, being laid off from the golf course, but I kept on trekking forward. And I not only found a solid and stable job, but I funded all my adventures and charity fundraisers into existence. I literally had no time to breathe in 2024, and I still don't. I hit the trifecta of conventions last year, where I attended a convention, I worked on a convention, and I was a panelist at a convention. This was something I've been trying to achieve for many years now, and it felt good to have a different role with each convention experience that I had. I busted my ass off. I managed to hit YouTube Partner, which was a big milestone for me. I raised over $4,500 for several charities, and we made some real meaningful connections with other people within the industry. I can only hope that 2025 will be just as good, if not better, than 2024. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. What'd you do in 2024? Did you hit all your goals? Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I am the one and Dennis. I will catch you in 2025. Adios.